Anybody here? Alright, cool. So it looks like video's up. Let's see here. Somebody messaged me already. Alright, cool. Let me change the header. Can I change the header while I'm on Facebook? I don't think so. Maybe if I click on the video. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's see. Edit. Edit video. Let me turn this down. I don't want to hear the audio come back at me. Alright, so edit post. Yeah, I know. So let's see what we're gonna do. Why does it say Lee Harrington live? Should say PC Junkie Mods, but let me see. Go to restream, dashboard, Facebook Lee Harrington is disabled. Right, okay, so it should just be on PC Junkie Mods only. Alright, cool. So let's see here. Testing out new studio. Cool. No text messages. What do we got? We got 3 watchers. Hey everybody. I'll be right in front of the camera in a minute. I'm just kind of updating some stuff here on the dashboard end, I guess you could say. So yeah. Testing out new studio. Alright. Let's see. Now Twitch, it should be live. Okay. Oh, I gotta change the category because we're not on Apex anymore. Can I not? Oh shit. So, edit. There we go. Okay. So no Apex. Definitely not Apex. I think it's crafting. Crafting. Makers and crafting. There you go. Alright, so let's see. Get rid of that. Paste that. Paste this. And hit done. English, creative, computers, PC building, there you go. I don't know, let's see, mods, modification, PC, no, modded, no, okay, watercolor, maybe, watercoloring, no results found. Okay, well I'm gonna see if I can tag, nope, can't tag that. Okay, so I think PC build is good enough. Of course people are calling. Let's see here. Give me a sec. Alright, sorry, I had to mute it for a second. So I switched it to 4-camera view so you guys can kind of see the new studio. Obviously the tool wall, those are most of the tools that I would use here in the studio. I needed some kind of something for the wall there, so I thought a pegboard would be awesome because I could put all the tools on there, you know. So that's a lot of stuff that I use. As you can see, there's a little what do you call it? Allen wrench hanging out of one of those little tool bins. That's the shoot, what is it? 8mm, I forget. For the water cooling, you know, like the EK fittings and stuff like that. Okay, speak up, sexy tool. Yeah, I'm not right by the mic, so it's hard to hear me right now. Just give me a second. I just gotta tweak all the social media channels so that way they're all up to speed and all doing the same thing, and they all say the same thing. So let's see. Here's the PC Junkie Mods. How do I edit this on YouTube? I don't think I can. Can I? Oh yeah, I can. Here. Let's see. Gonna check out some cases. There, that's good. Save. Tags. Yeah, what is that freaking case called? I think it's, let me see here. So I got this case here. I don't know if any of you guys seen Bill Owen did a review on it. Hold on, I'll be right back. So yeah, Bill Owen did a live video with this case, and it's weird because I didn't, you know, I bought it about a month ago or so, and I bought it. I was looking for a cheap case, you know, and I was like, hey, what's this? You know, I came across it on Amazon, and so I bought it just for the hell of it because it was a little, on Amazon it was $54, $54.99 or something. So it's about $60 on Amazon. Cheaper, I found out after I bought it on Newegg. But yeah, so I just picked it up and I'm just kind of blown away. So I'll go over it in a second because I know that Bill talked about it. So let's see, tags, separate values. What is this? The DM, I forget what it's called already. DLM22. DLM22, comma, and let's see, we're going to do Bisky as well. Bisky, comma, and then we'll do Bisky. So we're going to look at a couple different things here, just to test my stream. This is a CE-VENENO, something, I don't know. I don't even know what it is. So, Bisky CE dash VENENO dash MX. Alright, we'll just run with those tags. That's good enough. Alright, cool. Save that. Alright, so let's go to the live video. Come back to Facebook. Where are you guys at? You're on Twitch. Alright, so cool. So let me get over in front of the camera. So we are on all 4 cameras right now, and I still got my little remote. Alright, so hey everybody, Lee from PC Junkie Mods here. So we're in the new studio. I'm super excited to share the studio with you, show you everything, get your feedback. I'm looking for feedback on obviously lighting, audio, video, whatever it might be. As you can see my tools back here, this is pretty much most of the tools I think that I'll be using, I'll obviously add more to it as I cross the bridge of, oh crap, I need that tool, you know. So yeah, so I just wanted to do a little test. This will be a short stream. I think maybe an hour or less or something like that. I'm just going to look at a couple different products that I got here. One of them being something that Bill Owen and shoot, it was a Mosquito. I don't know. MMPC Tech talked about. It's kind of funny because I bought the case about a month ago, and then I saw him post a video of the same case, but he has the white version. I have the black version here. It comes in white, black, and pink, if I'm not mistaken. There might be another color as well. Let me look here at the. I think I got the Amazon link open. So there's also a DL-M21, which is a. It kind of looks like the Fractal Design Meshify front, where it's got that wavy look. So I was in the market for a new case. So I needed something, you know, I usually go with like a Fantex chassis or an NZXT chassis, like the H500 from NZXT or even the Eclipse. I think it's P300. They're affordable cases. I was looking to off some hardware on Craigslist. So I had a pile of hardware, so I was just like, well, you know, I'll get rid of some of this stuff that I bought for builds that I didn't end up using. So now it's like, okay, well now they're dated and I'm losing money, but whatever. So so I threw some hardware in here, or I picked this case up because it was only 55 bucks. I think it was 60 after tax and everything and shipping. I have Prime, so shipping was free, but I was blown away about this with this case because this is probably the first case I've ever got that didn't have any fans installed, and that's awesome for me because I usually rip the fans out. In this case, I actually needed fans, but I have a whole shelf full of fans, so it's not a big deal. So I'm going to go ahead and switch view here. I think we want to be on, sounds like my phone's ringing out there, on camera number 1. Hold on a sec, I got to go check the phone. Unfortunately, I didn't plan for that. Just a minute. Alright, sorry about that, I'm back. Anyway, so where are we at? Oh yeah, this computer. So this is the Dark Flash DLM22 Micro ATX ITX chassis. So it was just kind of a whim. Like I said, MNPC Tech, they actually did a live stream with the case. Well, so I figured I had to do a one-up on that and put some hardware in it. Now, actually, the funny thing is I bought this, like I said earlier, about a month ago. And I just bought it because it was something different, never heard of it. And it looked, I like the flat, the simple look, you know. It's nice and flat and simple here. Same with the top, the back, and it had a glass panel. And you know, for $55, even if you get it at Newegg for $50, it's well worth it. But if you buy it, make sure you have fans, because there's no fans that come with it, which is actually a good thing. I like, because most of the time I rip the old fans, the stock fans out. Anyway, so yeah, so I bought it because I needed a case to build a PC in. And so this has actually been sitting in my shop now for the case a month. The build I've had done for about, I think, a week. I just got slammed with trying to finish the studio. I'm going to give you a tour of the studio here in a minute. I got another camera that's more mobile. The camera you're looking through right now is kind of stationary. So is the camera that looks over at my wall where the tools are at. And then obviously I have the top down view as well. So here's the 4 view where you can see all the different angles. This is obviously if I'm working on the table. You can see from up top, come down, you can see what I'm working on. Like if I was putting water blocks on or putting some hardware together or something, I would do it here and I would do the top view. But anyway, so we're on 1 and we are on single. So yeah, anyway, so this case, I mean, I was blown away. And dark web, I think you're on here, right? Let's see. You got dark web on here. I want to say that's Whips Will OP. And you're on YouTube. So what I got here, let me just show you before I get into this case. Okay, so number 3. So here's the camera right here. So all right, so what I did is obviously I created my tool setup there, giving you the tour of the studio. I put some shelves up just kind of to show off some products or whatever. These will be products that, you know, whatever I put up here will be whatever's going to be in the build. As you can see, I kind of staged this out. This is staged, obviously. So my top picks right now, obviously for motherboards, would be Gigabyte, and I didn't have an MSI one, otherwise I'd put that up there as well, and Asus. And then of course I got an NVIDIA and AMD video card up there, and then of course I have an AMD and Intel processor there. Unfortunately, I only have EK products right now. As you can see down under the table here, there's a ton of EK stuff down here. This is something that'll be coming up actually tomorrow. I'll be doing a live stream tomorrow as well, so that's why I'm doing the test today. Hence the cables that are laying on the table over there. Those are mainframe customs. Those are for an AMD build that I'll be doing. All right, so now in the corner over there, you can see I got a TV. So now when you guys are chatting, like, let's see, Lockdown's telling me, hope you don't like your woman that, what? Flat and simple? Okay, so he must be talking about, because I was talking about the case. Anyway, so you can see now I can interact, so I don't need anybody sitting at the computer over there telling me what's going on in chat, because over here on the TV that's on the wall, it's mirroring my computer, well, one of the screens, right? The top screen over there, you see that? So yeah, so now I can interact, and I can run this stream by myself without having to find out what chat was said, continually muting, stuff like that. So and then you can see up here I got some hodgepodge lighting going on. Got a couple track lightings, and then my GoPro up there, a bunch of stuff that I just kind of, I'm testing it out, see how it works, and if everything works out, you know, as far as lighting goes, then I'll probably I don't know, I don't really need to do that permanent, because I already put pigtails on the lighting. You can see that there's a extension cord that runs all the way to the wall, and then I covered up the extension cord because it's orange with some cable hider. And then you can see over here there's an HDMI cable that runs up to the top camera. That's in a cable hider as well. In case you guys don't know, from that that HDMI cable this way is all new wall. I put it in all by myself. I framed it up, sheetrocked it, textured it, painted it, all that jazz. This is the original wall that was in my break room. I'm trying to see how good of a... I'm kind of zoomed in on this camera right now and I can't unzoom it. So anyways, I took that wall and moved it 5 feet, which gave me the studio. You can see on the floor down here, that's where the wall used to be. And now you can see over to here how much room I've added. So that gave me enough room to be able to create this studio. So it's still a little work in progress. That's why I'm asking for user feedback, or your guys' feedback on this. You know, how's the audio? Because I got one mic, and you can see it's over here. It's Audio Technica something, I forget what it is, USB 2020 or something like that, or AT 2020. So I don't know if it's hella echoey or what, but I took it off the table because I remember last time somebody had said that they could hear me cutting, I think I was cutting PET or acrylic tubing, and it was really loud and it was like popping their speakers. So I didn't want to do that, so I made sure to move the mic. So I have a couple little props, you know, my collectibles over there, and I figured that's a perfect spot to put the microphone from. Oh, and somebody's, you need to send me dimension for the turntable. So we're going to see more pieces. Yeah, you're going to see a lot more streams. Is that Grim? Who's that? I can't read the name. Somebody Ogre. Yeah, definitely going to see some more streams. I got a bunch of builds lined up out here, outside this room, that I'm going to be doing some streams on. So yeah, so anyways, let me just finish the tour. So something I need to do still is I need to tint those windows, because obviously nobody wants to look at my shelving that's got freaking boxes on it, or my refrigerator where all my water and stuff is at. Yeah, and then obviously if I stream for AMD, they don't want expert mode on the window. Not that you guys ever see it, but you know, I'm trying to be, how do you say that, courteous. If it's an AMD stream, there shouldn't be anything out here that belongs to a competitor. And then I want to tint this window over here as well. As you can see, I painted the door and painted the windowsill there. So yeah, and then I put some of my decor. I got my Spider-Man pictures up on the wall because my buddy William was like, you need to put some pictures on the wall. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll put this stuff up. I got a couple other ones that I could put up, but haven't got there. All right, so back to this. All right, so now this case, anyways, back to this case. Let me see what kind of... You need to send me the dimensions for the turntable top. What, you gonna make me one or what? This is my lazy Susan, man. She's balla. Look at that. Also, I wanted feedback on this, on my bench here. So let's see, how much room do I got here? So I built my bench all by myself, and I'm not sure about the top, right? I just put a black stain on it, and I kind of like it. It's all right. I was trying not to put, I didn't want to put white. So if you guys think I should go with gray or something like that, because maybe gray will help with the lighting in here, because like right now, most cases and motherboards are black. So everything kind of blends in, and you know, I want it to be a little bit poppier, you know what I mean? So things stand out a little bit more. So if you guys think I should change the tabletop color, let me know, and I can work on that. Where the hell's the glare on that PC coming from? Oh man, so I'm getting a glare in that top corner there. So that light needs to go higher, huh? Alright, well, see, this is stuff I'm gonna learn as I go, right? Well, that's better, I guess. Can't go much higher because I got two diffusers, I guess you could call them, like up in the corner. See, there's a diffuser there, there's a diffuser here. So I'm trying to get rid of some of these shadows. You see the shadows on the wall? They're a lot better with those two lights on. I may have to bring in a third one to fit to make the lighting a little bit better. All right, so with the case like that, I guess you can't see the monitor back there, but the monitor's for me. All right, so what did Moobot say? Oh yeah, Moobot's lying to you guys. Moobot says I'm on the Hades project right now. Well, the Hades project was giving me all kinds of problems. I kept getting some stutters. I talked to Lockdown about it. He knows all about it. So I switched to my FSP mod, which is well, actually they're both FSP mods because they're both funded by FSP. But this one was the FSP 520 case, where EVGA sponsored. So it's got an EVGA 2080 Ti or 2080 EVGA FTW Z390 motherboard and 9900K. So that system is actually the one that's running right now, not the Hades project, but whatever, who cares? Alright, so yeah, I'll get you dimensions on the Lazy Susan. Yeah, Lazy Susans are legit. I have a gray one and then I have this black one. This is just plyboard. It's nothing. I just threw the black stain on it a while back just to see how it looked, and obviously plywood is not very good to stain, but it actually looks alright. Alright, so a lighter color may help with seeing darker parts on the table, but I think it looks good as is. Alright, cool. Well, I appreciate the feedback, because you guys can see what's going on. I can't see, I mean, I see what I'm seeing here on my screen over here, but that's not, you know, in Bakersfield or in Fresno or across the country, you know what I mean? So I need to know what you guys are hearing, you guys are seeing, that kind of stuff. Does it sound too echoey? Because if it is, then I gotta put some carpet on the floor, maybe some sound dampening stuff on the walls, that kind of thing. I had to close the door because I can freaking hear my servers when I was testing my mic earlier. So my switch, dude, is just like freaking annoyingly loud. Yeah, Ryan, that switch, the one that Ryan sent me. Alright, so let's talk about this case real quick so we can move on. So for $55 you get tempered glass window with an easy little tab here to pull the door open. It's got 2 magnets on it, not too shabby. I'll move that over here to the side. And as you can see, you can pull it off very easily. It's on easy hinges here. As you can also see from the inside, well shoot, you can't really see in there, can you? Because my lighting's so awesome. But hey, never fear. I have some light here. So I got a little handheld that goes on my camera. So I just got an ITX set up in here. But installing in the system in this case was pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Everything seemed pretty legit. I got 2 fans in the front, no problem. I could put an AIO there if I wanted to, because the spacing's good. These guys are right up on each other, and plus there's 2 screws to pull that bracket out, so you can actually do the install on the table. Obviously with the ITX you got all this space here. It looked better obviously if you had a micro ATX system in there. There's 2 spots in the corner there for SSDs. As you can see, I have a Crucial BX, I think 500 in there right now. The trick though is that your power supply needs to have the flat SATAs. If you don't have the flat SATA, you'll have to buy an extension off of Molex to be able to connect that. Because there's a little piece of metal there between where the 2 SSDs would sit, and it's really low profile. Like even with the flat SATA and the SATA cable, they're right up on it. So that's not necessarily a downfall. It works out as long as you can get a different adapter. I know Bill Owen and, shoot, I want to say it was Mosquito, but I'm not 100% sure, made a comment about this bracket, and I totally agree. It's stupid. If I can get it to unscrew here. The reason I say it's dumb, it's the only real flaw that I found about the case. Because the material's not bad for what it is. I think it's dumb because, so the idea I think here was to be able to clamp down on whatever PCIe devices you put in here and hold them in place. Also with the screws, right? Well, it's got this lip here, and this lip prevents anything from happening. Even if you go on the outside or you go on the inside, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't do anything. Either this lip or this lip have to go. One of the 2 have to go. I prefer they got rid of that lip, because then you can go to the outside and clamp right down on top of it, right? But at that point they'd have to reconfigure this whole thing because the screw stops here. But whatever, it's just a little cover, I guess, because it doesn't do nothing as far as I can tell. I had mine on the outside. I know Bill, he put his on the inside, but whatever. Comes with a little white cloth for the glass, and your normal stuff, you know, screws and zip ties, stuff like that. One thing I did notice is my box was tore up, so they may want to box it up a little tighter. That's the only thing I can really say about packaging, because mine seemed kind of loose inside the box. As far as wire management goes, there's plenty of room back here for wire management and stuff like that. As you can see, I have an extension off of Molex here, so I just ran it to both of them instead of using either on the SATA power. So yeah, I mean, you can see it's kind of tight in here, but it works. And for the most part, I only put 2 screws in it. I still got to put 2 more. You could technically put this on the other side if you wanted to, I guess, but what's the purpose of having your, you know, that's kind of to put your SSDs on display, and then on the other side you would see the SSD stamp, so that'd be kind of dumb. So it's got a couple spots for, actually I don't even know what that's for. That looks like maybe an SSD tray, but that's got to be something you can buy aftermarket or something. But it's got a couple spots for zip ties, your normal wire management stuff. You know, your 24 pin can go through here or there. Your GPU cables can go through there. It also has a hard drive cage in the bottom, which is pretty simple installation. There's 2 screws on the bottom. You just undo those screws and you pull this tray this way and it lifts out. Put your hard drive in there and put it back in. And I want to say you can put a hard drive on top of that tray as well. Yeah, there's screw holes there. So yeah, there's screw holes there. You can put an SSD or a hard drive there, it doesn't matter. Or you could just pull it out completely for water cooling, I guess, if you were in a water cool. So I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It's got on the front here, well, try not to bend it. On the front, it's got one USB 3.0 and then 2 USB 2.0s, audio and mic jack, and then power reset, and then LED for power and LED for hard drive activity. So your pretty standard stuff on the front. One thing I would have liked to have seen all 3.0, but for $54, I'm not complaining. One thing I liked about the 3.0 cable they have is it's a single line here, as you can see right here, instead of 2. So it's kind of nice, because usually when you have the 2 port, there are 2 flat ribbons, look like SATA cables, and they plug in somewhere. Hopefully somebody's gonna get rid of that and do away with that and come out with something nice and new, like NZXT did for the power. They actually have the right plug now. You just plug one plug into your motherboard instead of power, reset, LED, and power LED. So, or hard drive LED and power LED. All right, so I just kind of wanted to show you guys this case. Once again, this is a Dark Flash DLM22 luxury MATX chassis, door opening on tempered glass. Can't go wrong. Dark web, Wendell. If you get a chance, check it out. All right, so let's move on. I want to put this back together and show you guys something else real quick, and that'll wrap up this test stream. So, and then I can call all my buddies and tell them, find out what I did wrong or how the audio sounds, blah blah blah. Ow. Okay. I didn't think it was all the way on, but almost bent my fingernail backwards. One thing I'll tell you, it's kind of warm in here right now. I don't have the AC on, so it's kind of closed up in here. I got the window open over there, but I don't think that's really enough because there's like no air movement. But if I turn my fan on, then it's just too loud. So yeah, as far as hardware, I mean, you could pretty much, like I said, micro ATX, and you could probably put a little bit longer video cards in here and maybe still even get an AIO in here. As you can see, this is just your standard blower. This is a 980 Ti. You could put a 3-slot card in here, you know, whatever. I mean, you see how much, there's still plenty of room down here, and there's a couple inches of room down here. So I mean, you could probably go for an AIO up top. Look how much clearance there is above the motherboard. You could put an AIO and 2 120s up top and then have a long ass video card. So I mean, can't go wrong with that. $55 or $50 depending on where you buy it. But I guess Bill was saying that it sells out constantly at Newegg. So I just got lucky, I guess. It popped up in my when I was searching for cases, it popped up in my feed for a chassis, and I was just like, dark flash? I've never heard of dark flash, but I mean, for the money, I'd give this case a 9 out of 10 for sure. Alright, so I'm going to move on here. So, the next thing I'm going to break out, so I have no idea what I'm getting into here, but this is some Bisky equipment. I don't know if you guys know what Bisky is, but we'll go ahead and switch to number 2. So Bisky's a water cooling company. They, for the US, Primo Seal is actually a distributor for them. And so that obviously Primo Seal helps with a lot of stuff. So this is a distribution plate. This is for a build that I have coming up, which I got permission today to live stream. So, oh, Ice Dragon. Wait, isn't Ice Dragon the liquid brand? Or am I just mistaken? That's just a convenience. I'm not sure, but I'll have to do some research. I know that I think they contacted me at one point, but the guy that I was trying to talk to, he didn't speak very good English. So, and then the link he sent me to their website was not very good link to go to because it wasn't in English either. So we didn't get anywhere, and I forgot all about it, and I moved on about my day, and he obviously moved on, and you know, whatever. But now I have a project coming up, and this case was requested from the client. And that's an Intel build that I'll be doing. So it looks like it was packed pretty good. So I don't know if Primo Seal does the packing on these, or I would think so, because I'm pretty sure that they handle custom. One of the crazy things about Primo Seal is I've been friends with Brian for a long time, and they do some serious. They got some serious colors. So if you ever want to change color or something, or if you want a special powder coat color on something, they're the ones to go to because they can hook it up. You know. So like this chassis, I probably could have said, "Hey man, I want this in blue" or something, and I could have got it in blue. So I'm just showing you, pulling out. I'm unboxing right now. I'm pulling. This is all coming out of the top of this case is, this box is huge, so I mean, I was gonna not put it up on the bench because it's so big and I can't do anything with it, you see? So you guys are wondering what I'm doing here. Well, so this is the Bisky CE-VENENO-MX. I want to say poison mod case or something like that. Let's see. There's a sheet inside here. Alright, so the case is Bisky Poison Mod Water Cooled Gaming Aluminum Chassis CE-VENENO, I think it's VENENO-MX. Alright, so it's a $550 case, and this is the distro plate for it. So, I'm going to take this back down on the floor here and pull this out. So you guys are, this is the first time I'm seeing it, so we're going to see it together. Oh shit, why am I putting all this up here? Oh, just to show you guys how well it was packed, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to throw that crap over there. So that's my staging area. And I'm going to try to somehow get this out of here. Oh, I don't need the light on no more, huh? Alright, here we go. We're just going to take it, flip it around. I'm sure that some other stuff's going to fall out of here. That'll probably come out. Oh, this is a piece of foam. That's part of the case. Alright, let's do it. Alright, so maybe we'll switch views. Because there's no point in you guys looking at nothing. A box. Well, I'm having trouble getting it out of here. There it goes. Yeah, see, if I'd have left it on the top camera, you guys would be looking at a box. Seriously, 'cause I'm about to hit the camera right now. There we go. Alright, cool. Wow. Okay, so that fits pretty good in the box, I'll say that much. I'm gonna go ahead and stick these on the bottom again, because now I gotta try to figure out how to put it back in the box once it's built, if it'll still fit. That's what I was told. Alright, cool. Oh, there's more stuff? Well, somebody was making sure it didn't get messed up. Awesome. Alright, so what can I do here? Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna pull this off. I'm gonna try to remember how this goes. Alright, kinda getting excited. New case. What do we got? Alright, so I think I'm gonna put this. So I brought this little towel here. This is to keep, I should probably get like a rubber mat that I can glue on here. So that way nothing gets scratched. Alright, so I'm just gonna, is there a handle here? Alright, so now I don't really know, okay, I think it goes like this. Alright. Well, that's barely fitting on my, there we go. It's kind of scary. Okay. That's kind of cool looking. Oh wait, let me see if I can turn it where you guys can see. Can you guys see, or is it too much reflection? There's, so these got these thumb screws, are pretty nice thumb screws, and it looks like they got a little cover on them. As you can see, that one's starting to come off there, which is cool. So I want to say the IO's up here, kind of like the Inwin S frame. This is kind of what this reminds me of, except for obviously the sides, and it doesn't have the whole S frame feel to it, but I mean, it's, this here makes me think of the Inwin S frame, and no, that's definitely not a handle. Don't grab it there. Glad I didn't. Yeah, so it's just bolted here and here for that piece there, which is to hold your graphics cards and stuff. This is like a fingerprint magnet though, you know, like fingernail, see that? So it'll wipe right off, but. So anyways, yeah, so this is the Ssd Poison Mod chassis, the CE-VENENO case. And I'll be doing a build with Intel in it. It's got a USB 3.0 up here. It's got your normal audio jacks, your reset button, your power button. Let me go ahead and give you the top-down view here. I'll go ahead and move it over to the center. So, yeah, so USB 3.0 audio, reset, and power. Yeah, and then you can see this bracket that goes across here is to hold the graphics cards here, so all your ports will be here. I think everything's designed to run up and back down this channel here. Looks like there's some SSD mounts in here. I guess this comes off on the back, so I'll go back to one. So let's go ahead and pull this off. It's a nice thumb screw actually. Really nice thumb screws. That one's on there pretty good. Yeah, so okay. Try not to scratch nothing. I was surprised that my client Intel actually, this is the first time they, well, I guess it's not the first time, but usually a lot of times when we do something like this, they want to change the color, and he's like, oh no, we're gonna leave it black. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah. I'm like, oh, okay. So that works out for me. Yeah, so there's 3 SSD mounts here, and the SSD mounts on the inside. This is another scenario where you need the SATA power that's flat that plugs in. But that's kind of a clever location. There's some rubbing back here. I think I would have put rubber grommets or something in between this panel and this panel. I think that would have been a good idea. Anyways, yeah. So, all right. So I took that off. I'm not gonna put it back on, but I mean I will later. But so then I guess so you got two 240 rad mounts here on the ends. Let me pull the glass off. I think the glass needs some polishing on the edge. Other than that, it's a pretty nice piece. Different. Yeah, Zach says this case is sick. Yes, it is pretty sick. I was a little leery. I hadn't worked with Bitsky before. I actually ordered this directly from Primochill, which Primochill.com is the wholesale distributor or the distributor for the U.S. Not wholesale, but all right. Let's put this. I have a tendency to break things, so I'm gonna put the glass in the box over here, so I don't break it. There we go. Put the bag in there. All right, so yeah, you got 240 mounts and a 360 mount here, and then the power supply goes on the bottom here. I'm trying to see what you guys see here. So yeah, so PSU here, motherboard there, all your peripherals are going to go out the back, all the I/O connections going to be back here. They'll go out and around to the back. I'm assuming for PSU you don't have to go very far. I mean, literally, the cables come out. I assume the cables come out. Yeah, here's the mount. So cables come out here. You're going to have either you go through here. There's a couple holes down here. So you can run through this, plug directly. The 24 pin is going to be like, I don't know, not very long. And video card's right here. The 8 pin's going to be over there, but 8 pin's always long. So yeah, so 240s, and it looks like everything's kind of modular. Let me see here. Yeah, this comes off. There's some screws on the front here that will actually pull out. Same with the one over here. I think I would wanted some kind of securing on this too, but maybe that just is not feasible the way they have it designed. It'll probably stiffen up too once I put a radiator in it. Oh, so I'll be right back. I got somebody, sounds like somebody's at the door. Give me a sec. All right, I don't know if there's still anybody here. Anybody here? Yeah, there's a couple people here. So yeah, sorry about that. It was the landlord we're trying to figure out why the neighbor doesn't have power in their suite, and I got the breaker over here. So, anyways, yeah, so pretty sick looking case. Seems pretty. It's all aluminum, it's super light. Seems pretty sturdy for the most part. I just a little skeptical on these brackets here, but I'll find out once I put a radiator in there. I'm not gonna, shoot them down yet because obviously they've done some tests. Just looking at these little marks here. I don't know what happened here, but whatever. It's fine. The motherboard will be on top of it. You won't see any of it anyway. So yeah, pretty crazy looking case, right? That's my next build for Intel. It'll be this case and this distro plate. So let's move that over. Let's bring this over. You guys obviously don't need to see that. But like I said, the case is $549 on PrimSil.com. Something else I ordered. And then this is the distro plate that goes, it's specifically designed for this case. So if I'm not mistaken, you lose the radiator at the bottom, which is not a big deal. Just a lot of wires here. So you got RGB, ARGB probably. Obviously okay, this got kind of stuck in there. So then you got a PWM connection and a Molex connection for the pump. Yeah, so the glue got a little crazy in here. Alright. So that is the, of course I'm getting my fingerprints all over it. That looks pretty freaking snazzy right there. Damn. I like the frosted look on the top. I'm not too keen on the, this side being up. I think I like this, this frosted look here. With some frosted tubing, it looked pretty sick. So we got some ideas already for that. Johnny always has some crazy ass ideas. So he's already thrown a couple corkscrews at me for this build. Let's see, am I gonna hit anything? Nope. So if I'm not mistaken, this, I want to say these ports need to be out on the outside. I don't remember. So I guess depending on how you set it up, I want to say that these go, sets in here like this. Let's get all these cables up here. This one goes to the outside, but this one goes through here. Like that. So yeah, so this just mounts directly to this guy. Just like that. Yeah. Obviously you only put screws where you can, because like one spot there's a channel, so I mean obviously you're not going to put screws in that part, but I mean for the most part you got all four corners, and then you got two on the back edge here. So yeah, this is pretty sick. It looks like I need to do a little dusting or something. I don't know, that's my freaking arm sweating because it's freaking dying in here. Look at the sweating onto the case. Alright, so I'm going to pick this back up with that just sitting there. So that's the distro plate for this chassis. I'm not sure if I have it in right. I think so, because the logo is the right direction. The name is the right direction. Yeah. So CPU, and I guess GPU? Yeah, I think so. seems awful close. I don't know, it could be wrong. I could have it in the wrong way. I mean, I could look real quick. Let's see. If I go to Primo Cell, they got a picture of it, so. If I could spell, primocell.com. Menu, cases, Bisky, Poisma. Yeah, I think they got some pictures here. Let's see. Oh, I see how they did it. That's why I was kind of confused. Looks like they might have put 90s on it, and for those back ones. Yeah, so I have it in there, right? Makes sense. Okay. It looks pretty clean too, so I mean, they could actually put a, I want to say a drain port back here. Yep. So I can put a drain port back here to be able to drain right out the bottom. Okay, cool. So that's about it. That's about all, folks. Just wanted to show you guys a couple things. So yeah, I might have to bump up the font or something on the text, because like if I'm way over here, I can't even freaking read it. So the whole idea for the TV is so that way I can interact with you guys and talk at the same time. So yeah. All right, well, let me go ahead and switch on back to number 4. All right, so that kind of wraps up my test stream. I figured at least I'd have something to show you guys or to talk about or whatever, instead of just, hey, what do you guys think about the audio and the video and the, you know, the lighting? Anyways, so I figured I'd talk about this chassis because I just got it yesterday, and also the dark flash case because I did a build in it, and I didn't really build from Bill's video. I found out that, you know, it's selling out everywhere, so I can see why, because it is a really good chassis for the money. So yeah, so tomorrow, 12 o'clock noon Pacific Standard Time, live stream here, same place, same time. Well, not same time, 12 o'clock. I'll be streaming on pretty much all 3 platforms again, so I'll be on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, so you guys can check it out there. So might need the carpet though. Yeah. So you're saying you hear it's a little echoey or what? Lock? I'm waiting for, yeah, okay. Alright, so right now I have a cushion mat on the floor for when I'm working and stuff. So what I'll probably end up doing is, obviously not by tomorrow, but I'll get some carpet, throw some carpet in here just to cover up most of the floor, because it's just open concrete right now. So that's probably where a lot of the echo's coming from. But I'm sure if that's covered, it'll kill some of the noise. Hence the reason I tried to put stuff on the walls to kill some of the echoing as well. Alright, so I appreciate everybody coming in and checking out this first test live stream in the new studio. Just have Ryan, yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, fun. Alright, once again, thanks for watching until tomorrow. So stay tuned for more live streams. I'm going to be doing a lot more. Like I said, I got this Intel build coming up tomorrow. I have an AMD build. After the AMD build, I think I have another AMD build. And then I have either it's going to be an Intel build or it's going to be the finishing up the Red Harbinger desk, which isn't done yet. But we should be wrapping that up. And then I have another build that's out there. It's another desk. That's as much as I'm going to tell you, because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to even share it. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to live stream that one. because that one will be pretty cool because there will be other modders involved in it as well. Um, and then I got a couple other things going on. So it should be live stream, some continuous content, and on times that I don't have any builds, I'll do some gaming. We'll jump in and play some Apex or Hearthstone or whatever. You know, a lot of my buddies tell me that I talk so much trash on Hearthstone that I should stream it. So, anyways, like I said, thanks for watching. Until next time. Oh, hi, Squints. I had to say hi. You know, you came in just as I was leaving. I wanted to say hi. Hi, Squints. To tell Spit I said hi to. I mean, tell Split I said hi.